The Supreme Court has delivered a major ruling that could shape the balance of power between the presidency and independent institutions. For now, President Donald Trump cannot remove Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook from her position. The justices rejected Trump's emergency request to immediately fire her, instead deciding that the matter will be fully heard in January during oral arguments. This case comes as the court is already preparing to review a similar dispute involving the Federal Trade Commission in December. Both cases raise the same fundamental question: can Congress or the courts place limits on a president's authority to remove officials from independent agencies? Lisa Cook, appointed by Trump's Democratic predecessor, is the first Black woman to serve on the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors. On September 18th, Trump asked the Supreme Court to overturn a lower court ruling that blocked his attempt to remove her. His lawyers argue that Cook allegedly made false statements about mortgage applications before beginning her 14-year term in 2023. She has not been charged with any crime, and documents show she listed one property as a vacation home, contradicting claims she misrepresented her residence. Cook and her attorneys say the allegations are simply a pretext. They argue the president's true motive is policy disagreement. According to her legal team, Trump repeatedly criticized Cook and other Fed officials for resisting his push to lower interest rates quickly in order to boost short-term economic growth. The Federal Reserve, however, was designed by Congress in 1913 to operate independently of political pressure, making decisions intended to protect the long-term stability of the U.S. economy. Cook's lawyers warned the court that allowing Trump to remove her could send shock waves through global financial markets. They stressed that undermining the Fed's independence would threaten economic stability and investor confidence. On the other hand, the Justice Department supports Trump's position. Solicitor General John Sauer argued that the law only prevents firing without any cause at all, or firing purely over policy differences. He told the court that the president does not need court approval for removal and that Cook failed to provide any defense when the allegations first surfaced. The Supreme Court has dealt with related issues before. Earlier this year, it ruled that Trump could remove officials from certain labor agencies without cause. But the court also noted that the Federal Reserve is unique, describing it as a quasi-private institution with special independence protections. That distinction could become critical when the justices hear arguments in January. At the heart of the case is a broader struggle over presidential power. Can the White House directly control independent agencies, or must these institutions remain insulated from politics to protect their integrity? The court's eventual decision could reshape not only the Federal Reserve, but also the future of how America's most powerful institutions operate. This story is still unfolding, and the outcome in January could redefine the balance between executive authority and independent oversight. Stay with InsightPulse for continuing updates on this developing story. And if you find our breakdowns helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to InsightPulse, your go-to source for clear analysis on the stories shaping our world.